Here we go. Newton's Law. I'm going to take this time with the draft fastly approaching.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take my take on the top 6 quarterback prospects. The good and the bad. My concerns from each player.
All right.
Let's start with number 1. Projected number 1. Caleb Williams. I think his gift can and possibly will be his curse.
And what is that?
His inability to make the bold play. Like, damn. Like, whoa, don't. No. Damn good ass play. One of them type of shits. You see what I'm saying? And also, how does he manage the expectation? That's the bad. You can't prepare for that.
Yeah.
When I see his career and how it stacks up, it is very well known that he is capable of making plays. Obviously, everybody says Caleb Williams' NFL comparison will be Patrick Mahomes.
That's a big comparison.
It's a big comparison. I think it is an accurate comparison, though, too. He is very skillful while throwing on the run. And while he's scrambling, he's not just looking to run. He's looking to extend the play. He has the capabilities of making the bold play. But my concern would be, how does he manage the expectations of being the projected number 1? Because it's not going to be all peaches and cream, bro.
Yeah.
It's not. It is not. Motherfuckers get the opportunity to knock your head off, they're going to try to knock your fucking head off.
And then is it like when, just to pause right there, like you coming in, the world sees you as this number 1. So you just feel like, is it a target on him? Because, I mean, obviously you could speak to that.
Yeah.
When you go number 1, what does that target, what does that weight feel like?
It's a heavy load.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to be mentally strong to endure that. When you're in that position to be the franchise quarterback, you're created, almost shaped, molded to be a certain type of person, like a robot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't say this. Put the team first. Take accountability. Don't show the wild side.
Now walk the tightrope.
Walk the tightrope. But is that really who you are? So that's where I question. It's like, yo, bro, like, are you going to be bold enough to be yourself? Good, bad, or indifferent? Because everybody is good when it's good. But when it's bad, then how would it pair out for you?
How long did that take you to kind of grow into yourself and like be uniquely you when you?
It was a lot of behind the scenes work that I attribute to Mike Shula, Ken Dorsey, Rob Chazinski, Norv Turner, and obviously Ron Rivera.
Yeah.
We're going to let you be you, kiddo. Like, I hear it to this day. Ron Rivera was one of those players, coaches that, damn, coach, I appreciate. Now I can appreciate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I had that security, mental security, knowing that, damn, I could be me. I'm good enough. You know what I'm saying? I belong here. That's when I felt like I had the support. I would hate for Caleb to go through a situation. He goes through adversity, and now he starts feeling like he's losing the locker room. That's the worst feeling. And I didn't feel that until I went to New England. Where it's like, damn, bro. I don't think everybody in here believes that I can play at a high level.
The verdict is out.
I never had that issue in Carolina. It's like, as long as we got Cam,
you got a chance.
You know what I'm saying? We good. And there's times in New England where it's like I felt like that, but then it's also like there's times, if I'm being honest, there's times like, I don't know if Cam the answer. I don't even know if we got the answer on our roster. Shit. Yeah, keep it in the
you the
big
wrong study key.
Like,
answer
fuck.
Key.
It just was what it was. And I just see a guy like Caleb Williams who has so much skill, and that's the gift. The boldness to make the play, to scramble, to be savvy enough. But when you go through that fire, are you going to melt or are you going to shape? My next analysis comes by way of Drake Maye. I think he has the biggest upside than any quarterback in the draft.
What? Why so?
I mean, you look at him. What is he, 6'4"? You know, he's a pro scouts, prototypical quarterback. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. His NFL comparison, Justin Herbert. He's been a good prospect so far in his career, I would say. Thoroughly pleased with his play in L.A. for the Chargers. Now, my biggest concern with Drake Maye is he didn't really have a lot of production in college. So how does that translate? See what I mean? Yeah. So if you're that guy where you know you're supposed to be an elite player, with your peers meaning if you're 20 years old, everybody in that huddle is going to be either from 19, 18, 20, 21, 23, 24. You may get you a 25-year-old every now and then, but for the most part, y'all in that same age range. If you had challenges leading their ass, what about 31, 32, 29? You know, already millionaires, the guys that's been on the roster for multiple years waiting on an opportunity. And they may be tired of the organization and say, like, bro, I'm not trying to rebuild. Yeah. I'm trying to win. And I don't think that a young quarterback can help us win. So, but he does have upside. Yeah. Like, he's the best built quarterback in this draft for the NFL.
Like
but
physicality, like
from the mold.
Okay.
The blueprint.
He looked the part.
Okay. He has the most upside. But the concern still lies. If you couldn't lead in college, that's my biggest question. So my concern is, if you couldn't lead in college, how are you going to plan to lead in the NFL? In essence, his college production wasn't as good as I would have wanted it to be.
Do you think that is... And tell me this, obviously, it might be biased. You're an SEC guy.
Yes, sir.
But you said that's the closest thing to the NFL.
It is.
With playing, like, for a Caleb or for a Drake Maye, like, what does that look like for them transitioning into the NFL now, not even playing, getting an SEC?
I think this is coming from not a prospect college scout. This is not coming from nothing other than a teammate's perspective and a fan's perspective. They just want to fucking win. I want a winner.
No.
And you can find them few and far between. Motherfuckers who know how to win, we good. It may not be pretty, but it's a motherfucking win.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's just his college production just scares me. Because he didn't win enough or no big games where he just was like, oh, that motherfucker, that's different.
He took him, yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? And that's all I got to say about that. Now, Jayden Daniels. I would say his game reminds me of Russell Wilson.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why. Russell Wilson is so deceptive with his ability to make plays. You know he has it. He can stand in the pocket and compete with the best of them and also scramble out of the pocket and run with the best of them.
That's true.
I see Jayden Daniels as that same type of person.
Okay.
So when I look at him, it's more or less he can hurt you in many different ways. My biggest concern is does the game translate for him? And I saw him too. I remember I was looking at him, or I saw him at the Super Bowl. He was taller than I had expected him to be. You know, still small. In regards to body frame, but he was taller than I.
Like a tall, slender guy.
Yeah, yeah. But it does he go to the right situation to showcase his skill set? That's my biggest concern with Jayden Daniels, and that matters because now what we've been seeing, Peggy, is a lot of coaches, a lot of teams are not focusing on developing the players.
They trying to get this microwave going.
You see what I'm saying?
They ain't slow cooking.
So does he have enough time to have or allow his skill to translate to the NFL? That's my biggest concern. Next, JJ McCarthy. Now, the NFL comparison is Kirk Cousins. And was like, was he hurt? Did he play all the games? You see what I'm saying? Because when I'm looking at 2,991 yards, a little less than 3,000 yards, I said, what the fuck?
What's going on?
You know, very efficient. Don't get me wrong. Protecting the football, and, you know, not putting the team in a harmful manner. Perfect example. We're not asking you to lose the game, and we're not asking you to win it. Therefore, he has to be in a great system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're in a dire need. This NFL is in dire need of quarterbacks. That's the most important position in all of sports.
Is this too early to call him like a game manager? Is that his style of play?
I think a team will take a risk on him because of his resume.
Yeah.
He's a proven winner.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't think they won because of him.
And they didn't lose because of him.
They didn't lose because of him either. You have to be able to throw the football. You know, I look at his player comparison. Ryan Tannehill. Like when I say Kirk Cousins with the being in the right system,
Okay.
you know.
It's going to benefit his attributes.
But I also think he is more athletic than people give him credit for.
Okay.
Like a Ryan Tannehill.
I got you.
See what I'm saying?
Like he's sneaky athletic.
Sneaky.
Like he might break out.
Very, like,
I wasn't expecting
where the
that.
fuck that come from?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So, yeah. All right. Who's on next?
Got Bo.
Bo. This now
Next.
when I was giving my, you know, analysis to this, it's a little personal to me. Obviously, Bo Nix came through C1N. I know Bo. I know his family. And I look at Bo as Brock Purdy. Brock is extremely skillful. You know what I'm saying? He's a grinder.
Yeah.
He can run when you wasn't expecting, and that's where you hurt him the most. You know, can make all the throws. And when I look at him, he's extremely talented when things are good. He's probably, when everything's going good, I will pick Bo Nix over everybody.
What?
Listen to me.
You got to tell me something.
Because I've seen it. When I watched Oregon this year, when I watched him even at Auburn, when things were good, there was nobody better than Bo Nix. Now, this is the kicker.
Okay.
When adversity came into play,
How you going to
there was nobody worser than Bo Nix too. And that's one thing that this game is going to bring to you as a player. You're going to be faced with adversity. Physical adversity or emotional adversity. Can he get out of his own head? You feel what I'm saying? Has all the upside, can make every single throw. And I know, and I will say it again, there's no better quarterback in the draft when in rhythm than Bo Nix.
That's a strong statement.
But it's like when he's hot, he's hot. But when he
yeah.
cold, god damn, he cold.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So if he
He's
can
one of them
balance out the good,
yeah,
and bad,
that's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
And it also is going to be predicated to the system too.
The system.
You know what I mean? And him having a vet to be able to compartmentalize and to have the answers to his questions, the preparation, the leadership capabilities, knowing how to lead and be effective inside the pocket and outside the pocket as well too. So I know a very strong take, but
That is a strong one.
that's just what I've observed to be. I think he'll be a steal in the draft.
Okay.
Big steal. And there's no other way to kind of put it than when he's hot, he's hot.
Yeah.
And when he's cold, it's like, you feel me? Next up, Michael Penix. And I'm going to give this young man his credit. I didn't think he was that good.
You didn't?
I was one of those guys, man, he playing in Washington.
Yeah.
Motherfucker can't ball. I seen him play Oregon.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was making some big-time throws. Inside the pocket, arm angles, and his comparison, I would say Geno Smith.
Okay. I could, Geno.
You know what I'm saying? Now, Geno in West Virginia?
Balling him and Tavon Austin.
Cold.
Bro.
But this is the dark horse
It is the,
in the draft at the quarterback position. Because if he goes to a situation and let's look at it like this. Late round, he's asked to lead, but he's able to feel comfortable in the system, that's when he will thrive.
Yeah.
Play into his strength. And that, I can say that about everybody. Play into your strength. You know. But my whole thing, too, is he needs a perfect situation.
But do you think even the fact, all right, he went to Washington, led them to a national championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind of what's if he ends up in a bad predicament or ends up in a team that needs help, he might be one of the ones that's ready for it because Washington wasn't.
He's a winner.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody like, oh, Washington is going to the national championship.
This is the thing, too, going back with Drake Maye.
Yeah.
If you give Drake Maye Michael Penix's resume, Drake Maye is easily the number one pick.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like with Penix, it's a lot of questions. I do think this is my bold statement with Penix. When it's all said and done, if everything goes right, I think he transcends how scouts scout their players. You know what I'm saying? He was one of those guys that, man, I don't see a lot. But now scouts are like, yo, we need to go get us a guy like this.
Like him, okay.
You know, and it's not when he gets by the time he gets drafted, it's not going to be a lot expected from him. That's why he's the dark horse.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
he might end up in the best decision,
the best team,
best spot,
the best situation, because a team would have done their research. A team would have been able to really say, hey, the best pick right now for us and our team needs, given the circumstances, will be drafting Michael Penix. And I think my concern, on top of others, is does his game really translate
to the NFL? Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, with all that said and done, that's what I got, bro.
So who out of these quarterbacks, real quick, and obviously even once they get drafted, is a whole nother breakdown of how they're going to work in that system with that team. If you just had to make a crazy, projection, what quarterback you think really would make, lemonade out of lemons in this situation? Like, or it all depends on where they go.
Caleb Williams. Yeah. The moves that the Chicago Bears has made is gearing up to put him in a good situation. They're making the right moves for a young quarterback to come in to be successful.
You think he's the lock?
Number one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That would be hurt. That would be crazy if he didn't.
I think he knows.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I remember my draft. Now, I didn't necessarily know until like an hour prior to, but I think.
I mean, his aura, even how the media presents it, it's just like, oh, he's number one. He's this. Like,
but the media is getting it from somewhere, bro.
Exactly.
They're not just.
Because even Jayden Daniels, he went to, I want to say 30 trips so far. I was researching. He went on to all the, so many different teams.
Yeah.
And I think
it can be like the lock for top 10 is Drake Maye, Caleb Williams. Everybody else, they can fall high at Maye. You're not factoring in any trade ups. I think teams will trade up to get a Drake Maye because of the upside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Caleb Williams, it's already he's not going to leave top 10.
Yeah,
and if he does, it's something that we wasn't privy to.
Correct.
From the scouting report.
Yeah.
Jayden Daniels, Bo Nix, Michael Penix, and JJ McCarthy, it could be first round or it can be second or third. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to be a surprise to anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody that gets those quarterbacks, I would say tier 1 draftees will be Caleb Williams, Drake Maye. Tier 2 would be Jayden Daniels. Tier 3, Bo Nix, Michael Penix, JJ McCarthy. That's my personal opinion. That's not to say that they're not inadequate to all go first round.
Yeah.
Or top 3 rounds. But that's just how I feel. And knowing the lay of how desperate quarterbacks are to find in this league.
Yeah. But when you look at situations like a Jordan Love in Green Bay, you have your Brock Purdy with the 49ers. And then you have Justin Fields that was thrusted. A Cam Newton that was thrusted to start. And when you have other people like that, like Zach Wilson from the Jets that was thrusted to start. Now he's able to stand behind Rodgers.
And he just got traded.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Even with that, like your time is ticking.
Yeah.
Like just to
instantly. But I'll give you another one.
But I was saying, what's the best predicament to be in? Would you rather be like? I'd rather have a longer career,
man,
and sit behind somebody, or like just get.
What's my guy from Ole Miss went to Carolina? Carroll. Mm-hmm. Right. What's his name?
Hold on. What from Ole Miss?
Quarterback.
Corral.
Corral.
Matt Corral. Yeah.
And Kyle Trask, Michael Penix, Bo Nix. Those guys. The concern will be a Matt Corral.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The upside didn't pan out.
And he got hurt, though.
It doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't
help. A Kyle Trask, a guy who lit it up in Florida. Where is he now? He got drafted by Tampa. Mm-hmm. And Tampa still went out to get Brady. So these things, like we've seen a lot of skillful college athletes come into a league and be forgotten. So when I'm talking about the tiers, those are some of the things that the scouts do think about.
Yeah.
Will his game translate? So tier 1, I will go back and say Caleb Williams, obviously Drake Maye. They're the hotheads in this year's draft. Can't really miss. Nobody's willing. It's not to say they are skillful, mm-hmm. right? They are skillful, but they're not to say that they're like the best prospect that we've seen. I don't think nobody is willing to pass up on him.
Yeah.
To be like, y'all motherfuckers could have got him like a C.J. Stroud.
Oh, yeah. Do you think Carolina's sitting over there?
Duh. Like, the fuck? It ain't even like, duh.
Couldn't even get it out.
And, bro, like, in the mid-form of the season, when you start seeing the skill set come into play.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, knowing what we know now, I think a lot of people will take C.J. Stroud number 1 over Bryce Young.
So what about my man from the Colts?
Anthony Richardson.
Over Bryce?
Yes. With what we saw this year, hindsight's 2020. Yeah. You know, everybody can go back and say, like, bro, C.J. Stroud is a star.
Yeah.
Size. Well, I wouldn't say speed. But size. Strong enough. He looks the part.
Intellect.
Skillful. Extremely skillful. And he's a star.
Yeah.
4 out of the 5. And shit. He went to the Texans, and we was saying on draft night last year, it's like, oh, they're about 2 or 3 years out.
Yeah.
Shit. Game changer. Instant game changer. Instant. So, yeah, I mean, shout out to every single one of the prospects that I talked about, and good luck on draft night. But those are the things that you need to take note of. Listen to me. Take heed. And if you don't like what I said, take it personal.
Prove them wrong.
Prove me wrong. But that's not to say that those mentions aren't valid to who you are. This is what people are saying. And if I have a executive, what is it, a GM role, these are the things when I'm looking at these, I've seen all of them play. And it's a lot of great things that they do, and it's a lot of things that is the cause for concern. Mm-hmm. This is your last chance to enter the opportunity to win a signed jersey, signed by yours truly, Ace Boogie. You dig. Enter today by signing up at iconicsaga.com and becoming an icon today for only $1 a month. You dig what I'm saying? Is you saying what I'm digging? Dig? Sign up today and become an icon. One love. There you have it, Peg.
There you go, bud.
Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you comment, but most of all, make sure you subscribe. Catch us each and every week, exclusively on my YouTube channel, 4th and 1, where I always got it done. You dig what I'm saying? And as I always end things, you gotta have one finger.
Okay.
You gotta have one finger.
All right now.
One finger, one pinky. One finger, one pinky, one thumb.
Okay.
All together,
One love. And we out of here.
You dig?